What is up, you guys? Just wanted to come on here and give you guys a couple plays for the day. It's going to be a CounterStrike play and a Valorant play. It seemed like you guys really liked these esports plays, especially as we're in All-Star weekend and there's not much NBA to bet on. So I'm going to keep doing these esports plays like we we have actually for about a month now, especially, as NFL's over and esports has been doing really well for us. I wanted to go over yesterday's performance because if you've been following the channel, if you've been following the free plan on my Winnable, or even if you're in my VIP, we did have a negative day yesterday, but the plays were so close. Like if you followed those my winnable plays, I mean, how close we were to cashing in on some huge plays. We almost hit another another 10x overnight on League of Legends like we did yesterday. And then this one right here was our Flex Friday. You can see that it's protected play. And you can see all of these lines hit, right? This is correlated NHL for you, okay? This is correlated NHL. All of these lines hit within the middle of the second period, right? So there's only 3 periods in hockey. So by pretty much halftime, which is the middle of the second period, all of these lines had already hit, and obviously we were waiting just to make sure that these were going to go less. Clayton Keller was at 0 shots on goal, but he got all the way up to 2. I think with 8 minutes remaining, maybe in the third, and he couldn't get that extra shot. This would have turned $20 into $500, completely protected. And I gave this out as a free play on my Winnable. So we did win $40 completely for free because technically this is a completely free play on Flex Friday. So yeah, if you want to join my Winnable and my free Winnable, that's going to be in the description or the pinned comment. But yeah, I mean, if we got this extra shot on goal, and I know a lot of you guys tailed this one, that just would have been insane for me. I wanted to go over yesterday's performance on a lot of these because, like I said, we had a non-profitable day, but what we always want to do is we want to look for one thing. On this channel, I always talk about correlation. So if we do have a losing day, we want to look through our plays of yesterday, right? Because I'm always looking to improve. And tell ourselves, are these plays correlated, yes or no? Because that's the one thing that we're always trying to build in our slips is correlated slips. And I always talk about for Valorant and for CSGO, the 2 players are either going to go under or the 2 players are either going to go more, right? So you can see here is one of the YouTube plays we took yesterday. We went less and less. This is what I put. I thought maybe the play would go less and less. And both of these players ended up going more and more. That's because the game ended up being a long game. The game was a long game. There was a lot of rounds, and it was a close match, right? It didn't get to that 13-round mark very quickly, so they were able to have a longer match and develop more and more kills through this match. The other YouTube play yesterday, DMP'd. I don't know. I don't really know why an esports play would DMP. Do they get sick or something? I don't know. There's probably a good reason for it, but this DMP'd, unfortunate. Here is a League of Legends play. This was the one that was the 4-man 10x that we almost hit. Actually, it's 9.5x. You could see 25, and then this would turn into 237. But you can see we missed it by 1 kill. And this was when I was asleep. Again, we love to wake up and cash our plays. But this Rascal guy, he got 1 additional kill, and I didn't watch it. I mean, this was at 2:30 a.m. Unfortunate again. You can see though. This is highly correlated, right? We had this team DK, and then we had them going over and over. I believe I gave this out as a VIP play, but I had them going over and over. These 2 guys smashed their lines. DRX couldn't do anything. This Teddy guy did really bad. He only got 2 kills, but Rascal was able to get 3 kills on us, which is unfortunate. Here is another 4 out of 4. I believe I also sent this out as a VIP. I'm kind of getting confused on where I sent these out. But again, we lost, right? It looks like a lot of red. It looks this one pushed. But what do we tell ourselves? Was this correlated? Yes, you can see that this was very correlated. If we went the other way and we did the opposite of League of Legends correlation, which would have been more on these 2 and then less and less on these 2, this would have been a 5x because this would have pushed. So this would have been a big hit for us too. So, unfortunate circumstances here. We had some wrong flips of the coins yesterday. And again, the thing is, we just want to check our plays and say, were they correlated? And yes, they were definitely highly correlated. Obviously, this NHL one was correlated. This was a free play that I gave out on my Winnable. So this was completely free. One of the free plays that we hit this yesterday. So again, join the free Winnable, because the free Winnable, we hit this last night and we hit this last night. So really, really great. This one, unfortunately, was not correlated. It looks like there was no correlation, at least, this guy went less and then this guy went more. So it happens sometimes. This one, again, was correlated. And then I believe this one was yesterday that I gave out, right? So this one was also, instead of going more and more, this one went less and less. So unfortunate yesterday. Oh, wait, this one was actually yesterday. Oh, these two were actually yesterday, because this was the one that I made the video on. But yeah, you can see these I also gave out yesterday. You can see I gave them out February early in the morning yesterday. Today's Saturday. We did less and less. These went more and more, right? We went more and more. These went less and less. So again, they're correlated. Like I said, these two teams these two teams in the same game here. You can see that these two teams played each other. It's very correlated on if they're going to go together or if they're going to go less. If they're going to go more and more, or if they're going to go less and less. So these are the two plays. Or we're going to do some CounterStrike plays today, and we're going to do the exact same concept. So here is the first play of the day. We have a Valorant play, and you could see that our last Valorant play that we gave out on the YouTube channel, one was a DMP, and then one was I believe it was a more and more when we took less and less. And that's just because, like I said, these two players are playing at the exact same time, 7 p.m. They're playing against each other, 100 Thieves versus Leviathan. And how these shooting games work, so how Valorant and Counter-Strike works, which are the two plays I'm going to give out today, is it's round-based, right? So the game only goes to 13 rounds. And if you have one team blow the other team out of the water, the game could potentially be like a 13-1 or 13-2. And that would only be a potential of like 15 rounds that the players were able to play. 15 rounds is not many rounds to generate kills, no matter if you're blowing the other team out of the water or not, right? But if it was a very close match and it was maybe like 12-12 and then it ended up being 13-12, right? Because that last round, it's going to be 13-12, then that would be a lot of opportunity to generate kills. So in this circumstance, we're taking less and less, so we would want a quicker of the two games, right? So I do a lot of research on these plays. This game, I believe, is going to be a quicker of the two games. I believe Leviathan is the better team, and they're going to outperform 100 Thieves, and they're going to be able to finish these matches on a quicker basis. That would mean that these kills would come in. There would be less kills in total in the entire game. So hopefully that makes sense. A lot of the research I do are to these teams, right? These teams and how they perform, how these players perform, how they've performed against each other. So that's a lot of times what you're coming to this channel for. And I believe Leviathan is going to beat 100 Thieves pretty convincingly, and that's why I'm going to take less and less, because I want the game to be shorter. If you're interested in a lot of this correlated betting and what I've said so far, I do, and I've mentioned my Winnable a couple times. I do have a Winnable. What it is it's direct text messages to your phone of my plays. So when I send out a play, I send it out on Winnable, and you'll get a text message of a link. You can click the link, and it'll be a screenshot of the play and also a link to directly tail the play on PrizePicks. So you can click it, and it'll translate to PrizePicks, where you can directly click the play and tail it. And so it's literally 2 clicks to tail my plays with Winnable. I have a free plan where I normally give out 1 to 2 free plays a day, and then I also have a VIP plan where I'm constantly giving out plays. I've just been constantly giving out these Counter-Strike, Valorant, League of Legends plays, and you can see how close we've gotten yesterday. And the day before that, we hit a big 10x. You can go back to the video from yesterday, and I'll talk about that. But you can see that free plan. I mean, the free plan is completely free. No reason not to join it. And I gave out that NHL 6-man play that doubled our money, almost 10x or almost 25x our money. And then I gave out that 2-man CSGO play that 3x our money. So those were the 2 plays I gave out yesterday, and both of them hit. So no reason not to join the free plan. And then the VIP, you can also get for free with code free VIP. So type in free VIP. You can see if you type it in here, if you choose either monthly or weekly, and you'll get 100% off of your first month with VIP access. So Yeah, that's $150 off your first month. You can try it out. If you like it, you can keep it. If you don't like it, you can cancel it. But I guarantee that you're going to like it because we do a lot of correlated entries and we bet with our brain rather than our gut. I guess I was thinking of a word opposite of brain. Here's the second play of the day. Thank you guys for sticking along throughout this video. And yeah, this is a CounterStrike entry, CounterStrike 2-man. This is our bread and butter, honestly. Like if you're in the VIP, you know this is our bread and butter. 2 days ago, we hit so many of these. And then yesterday, you saw that we hit a lot of these, but they went the opposite end, right? So we're going less and less on this one. Again, I have done research on these, and I believe Sharks is the one that's going to blow the other team out of the water. So Sharks is heavily favored in this. Because they're heavily favored, I think they're going to get to 13 rounds relatively quickly. You know, if it was like a 13-5 or 13-4, so that would mean W7M was only able to get like 5 to 4 rounds on Sharks. That would be a very quick match, right? So if that's a quick match, then there's not going to be many kills in it. It's the same for Valorant. It doesn't really matter. Like you can see that this Sharks guy, even though I think Sharks is the better team, this guy does have a lower projection than this guy. That doesn't matter too much because how the teams work is like there's certain teams and people are in certain roles on those teams. And in those certain roles, whether you're like the sniper or whether you're the one who's going to go plant the bomb, those different roles get a different amount of kills. And then there's also just different levels of players on different teams. But overall, I think Sharks is the one that's going to take the advantage and be able to beat W7M quickly. So because it's quickly, it's going to be a low number of total rounds. And because it's a low number of total rounds, I think the whole map 1 and 2 is going to be less and less for these. So hopefully all of this made sense to you. Hopefully you guys enjoyed me going over yesterday's performance, even though we lost, but you can see how it works. NHL correlation works, Counter-Strike correlation works, League of Legends correlation, Valorant correlation. I mean, I used to do NHL, and I'm looking to do that Summer League in football too whenever that comes upon us. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed. Join that free plan of Winnable because it's completely free. And then also join that free month of VIP access because you might as well. And yeah, you'll get a free month. So hope you guys have a great Saturday and rest of your weekend. And yeah, let's win some money today.